Welcome back to Weeb Gamer, the podcast where we talk about everything that has to do with video games and anime.
That's right.
I'm joined once again by my co-hosts Alan and Sean. How you guys doing this week?
Doing pretty good. Crazy first episode we had. Lots of action jam-packed. Go see it if you haven't. Yeah, Sean, how you doing?
Well, you can go hear it. You can't really see it, but you can definitely hear it.
You got me. All right.
I'm pretty excited. We have a lot of heated topics to talk about this podcast. I'm wearing the same shirt as last time because we know we didn't have the video for the last one, so I thought I could get away with it.
Wait, why would you rat yourself out? You were fine.
Hey, man.
He's too honest. He's too honest.
Too honest.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got a lot of stuff we feel very passionate about to talk about
Oh, Lord have mercy.
this week, so let's get right into it. Well, Attack on Titan, episode 13, Children of the Forest. If you have not seen it, please go watch it, or there will be spoilers. Guys, how did you feel about it?
Andre, you go first.
No.
Honestly,
I was just wanted to Alan to go
honestly,
first.
All right. My summary, if someone were to ask, like Sean just did, like how'd you feel about the episode? It's the calm before the storm for me.
Okay.
We see, even though it was super action packed with that one scene, or we can say, right, yeah, with the explosion in the office, you're like, what's going on? Yeah. But for me and Andre, it's probably like, what's going on? For Sean, it's probably like, ha, okay. Action packed, but then you hit the oh shit factor at the end and in the middle and in the beginning. So it's a roller coaster of emotion, but actually you're just hitting terminal velocity, and you're just going to the ground. Episode was great. Everything was great. The facial expressions are amazing. The fear, the agony.
Yo, bro, honestly, like, that's one thing I credit Mappa for, bro. I thought Wit was good at showing like faces. Like Mappa is really good at animating like just like dread and like faces and like scared faces.
I'm telling you.
Like when that girl was yelling at Gabi, like what did my mom do? Like the facial expression was just like
it was
like,
crazy.
Mappa's just really good at that.
Yeah, right. For sure. Anyways, keep going, Alan. Keep going.
So no, I just like it's phenomenal. I love everything about it. I'll give Mop credit and obviously the writer of the damn manga. It's just character development. You see so many other animes, the character development's kind of crappy, where it's like, oh, like why are they like this, or how do they become this? But you see everyone from main characters to side characters that become main characters to someone that you just met. Like it's crazy how much detail they put into the writing.
Like Flock?
Yeah, like Flock. Like how did he go from like a bitch that cried all the time to what he is now with that shush face?
Yo, that
whatever.
face, that shush face.
Woo! That was too good.
Yeah, it was good.
That was crazy.
It was like, who let this guy in on this? Like,
yeah, exactly. No, it's so good. And at the end of the episode, obviously, I didn't want it to be the end, but when the man walks in, and you're just like, oh shit, he's here. Mm-hmm. He became that guy. He's like oh my god, he's on screen. And it's so funny. I just want to say, like, Gabi went from I'm going to kill Eren to just sitting there and just couldn't even move. It's crazy. It's fun. I loved it. I love the episode.
Yeah, no, that was okay. So if we put action obviously aside, like there's one clear winner for that episode. I don't remember which one it was, but we all know which episode it is. We can say what is the best, like, action wise. Mm-hmm. But context wise, that might be like the best episode, like from back to front. Like it had like everything, like Gabi being a dumbass going like on and on and on, and be like, yeah, we killed her, fuck that LB, and blah blah blah, and this guy's like, oh, it's you, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Falco's just like, don't do it, don't say it, shut up, please.
Falco's standing there doing this. Oh my god.
It's like the friend you take to a party, bro. You think they're cool, but then they're not cool. Like, oh,
like, I don't know this guy.
Like, yo, shut up, dude, shut up. Well, it's like that TikTok, right? It's like yo, it's like yo, stop, yo, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, Vaughn.
Vaughn. Yeah, that one. But like that. Honestly, the more I see of Gabi, not her, but like the characters around her, make me. I respect what the writer is doing with her a lot more than I did at the beginning. Like obviously, like when Sasha happened right at the beginning, my instant thing was like torture her for a little bit and then just like throw her off the blimp. Like like she can die, right? But like now that like Mappa's making her suffer in a way that's seeing that these people aren't just like devils, like these are human beings, and like you're just killing them with no remorse kind of thing. And then even Sasha's dad's like, she's a soldier, it's like part of war, like I understand.
Chill, hold on, wait. If you put yourself in that man's shoes, if you just found out that this girl killed your daughter, would you personally just take that knife and just like go, or would you do the same thing? Yeah, I'm
gonna say now, her throat's gonna cut. Yeah, but at the end of the day,
right.
Like not Flock. Who is the guy? The Marleyan who with the Nicolo. Yeah, like he said it the same. He's like, "Yo, this girl's a freaking kid. Like, what am I doing?"
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. And then he cried at the end of the day, and then like I was like, it's realistic at the end of the day. It's not just like animes or just like. Because, like, usually animes are just characters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kill my
Disposable.
mom, I kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you kill your mom, I kill you. Or it's you know what, I have to be a better person because I'm the main character, so I'm better than you, so I'm going to forgive you, it's fine.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah. But, like, it was neither of those things. Like, this is, like, a genuine, like, it felt like genuine human reactions, and you got, like, the whole spectrum. The dad who's struggling, the dad and mom struggling to accept what happened, the daughter... Well, not the daughter. I guess she's an adopted daughter technically, who's just like, you know what, fuck this girl, bro. Like I need to go after it. And then there's Nicolo, who's just like going through the whole range of emotions, like as a thing. So it felt super human and it was great. And then obviously Eren walking in at the end, so casual. Like
this guy's like bloody hand. Hey guys,
he just has a permanent scar on his hand now. Like he just puts it there all the time. It's like I need to whip this out. It's gonna be out man, every single time.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But like I don't understand. I get that obviously because he knows like I can turn to a Titan at any time now. So like sit down.
Yeah.
Like I understand that's what he was saying, but like if Armin wasn't such a like.
What, Andre? What?
A good person.
Got him.
Yeah, a good person. Then, sure. It wouldn't matter. Like Eren would show up his hands, and then Armin would be like, "You really want to test me?"
Yeah, man, freaking Colossus over here. It's getting tested.
So, but like, that was like the casualness. Like I had to like double take when he like walked in, because they were just having like a casual like heart to heart conversation with Gabi, and Eren just like walks in and he's just like, "Hey."
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
So
it was good.
How much more of this do you think Gabi will have to experience before realizing that she's wrong and the aliens are just like normal people? Do you think will be enough, or there'll be like another couple of times more?
I feel like she needs more.
Yeah.
I feel like she just needs to die. But yeah, if you're asking that question,
you don't feel like she's a changed girl yet?
Impossible. No. I feel not impossible. I shouldn't say that, but I think again, all these characters to me always symbolize something. You got Falco being like level-headed, common sense, like almost like Armin at some point. And then I know they try and make and we talked about last episode, the comparison between Eren and Gabi, but like I said, like Gabi is just she's so in it, or she was so in it, that like again you could have told her like a Coke is a Pepsi and she would have listened.
Yeah, but
I see what you're saying. You can kind of see, because her line, what did she say? She's like, "Oh, you don't hate me, or you don't whatever," and everyone's like, "No." And then she's starting to see. I feel like it depends. If she wants to be right, she can't accept that they're nice. But if she can accept that she's wrong, and I don't know if we have seen enough of that to see what her mindset's at. But then if she can accept that she's wrong, then she can change. But like I said, when Eren walked in and she's sitting there fucking bug-eyed and she's just like tense, like I feel like she's starting to, I guess she's starting to turn over. So I guess my answer is like, like this, there might be a little bit needed to flip that switch, but I feel like she's there. She's at the teetering point.
Okay.
But is it her turning, or is it her just being scared? Like she was talking all this ish about Eren. This, when I see Eren, I'm gonna kill him. When I see this, I'm gonna take him out. And then when he's actually in the room, he's just like, she's like.
Hey sir.
We're gonna have to see more of that in the next episode.
Actually, I want to touch on what Andre said. So Andre, you said this episode, the one that passed, has the most context. Do you not think the next episode, when they're literally all together talking is not going to have more context than this?
No, what I meant by context is not that necessarily it had the most context.
Oh,
I just
okay.
mean, like, given the context of the situation, it was just
so jam-packed.
Like the level of like my brain was just like, oh shit, this is happening, this is happening. This is
True,
so like
true.
it was one of my favorite episodes given the context of the situation. Because obviously there was no real action in it. So like obviously like Levi facing the Beast Titan, like friggin' Eren facing
of
Annie,
course.
like
Of course.
all those episodes are like amazing in the action sequences and they're great that way. But like this episode was like really high in my thing.
No, I agree.
Given the context of what was going on.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Something
I agree.
Something I really liked too was you could really see how much Niccolo really loved Sasha despite her being an Eldian and him being a Marleyan. And same with the dark skinned guy. You see that he's getting along with them. The other volunteers from Marley are getting along with them after that 3-year period. And it makes me wonder, like maybe they can coexist. Maybe there's a peaceful solution to all this. So I guess we'll see, but it gives me a little bit of hope for maybe, and that's what Eren and Zeke's plan kind of is, right? Like they kind of want to do what Willie was doing with getting that support from other countries, but they need the time, so they need to do like a miniature rumbling, to get that time and to like catch up in terms of technology, and then they can try to have that kind of influence on the world where they can kind of show everyone, hey, we're not these devils you think we are. But maybe that's just an idealistic perspective. But we'll see.
I mean, maybe, but like I feel like Armin's and like the rest of them is more idealistic. Like Armin is just like, yo, like we'll just wait till they come here and then we'll just have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like that's like his idea. Yeah. But going back to your question before about if Gabi's changing, what I think in my mind is gonna happen. This is obviously based off probably like preconceived like notion. It's probably biased based off watching shows and anime thing. But like it feels like she's gonna change slowly. She's gonna be like, oh, maybe they aren't so bad, and then Marlians are gonna attack, and then she's just gonna flip the switch back, and she's like, oh, you know what, forget what I just learned. I'm gonna join them. You know what I mean? Like that feels like the most likely path for what
I just want her to die, man. I just want her to die.
Man, Alan just has no sympathy for her.
Oh, I can't. Like,
honestly, I was like that too. But like this episode in particular, seeing her in such like mental anguish and like obviously taking like before I was like, I don't care if you're a kid. You know what I mean? You're at the end of the day, you're a character. But like I feel like that's what.
So Nicolo's speech went to your heart, eh? Nicolo's speech. So she's just a kid. What am I doing? That really hit you hard, eh?
I don't know. I'm not on Gabi's side.
True.
You know
I hear you.
I just want her. I'm not necessarily like she should die. I just want her to be able to hurt a lot more. Before she dies. Like if she dies tomorrow, like I'll celebrate. Like I don't care.
True.
Like to that extent.
I agree.
But I'm just like, maybe there's another path for the character here in which the author could actually explore something that isn't always explored into sense, because it's hard, because like even think about like The Last of Us 2, like they really tried to make me care about fucking what's her name,
side character,
I didn't like, no matter how long you make me play with this girl, no matter how much pain.
You know how many times I jumped off a cliff because I really wanted her to die? Like I didn't understand what I was doing. Like, why are you making me play this fucking bitch?
I felt the same.
Exactly. Right. So like I didn't care to that extent, but like Attack on Titan's probably done it the best. They've done it the best in my opinion.
With what you guys are saying with their plan, like Eren and Zeke's plan, if Eren sympathizes and then actually like tries to coexist, I would actually not be on his side. I want him to kill I don't know why. There's just something in me. I don't know if I'm like mentally, unstable, but like I don't know. In my head. Okay. Sorry. So what I want to say is, you see him walk into the room and you're like, oh shit. So I had to actually watch it twice, because the first time I was screaming. I was with my girlfriend. I was screaming because I was like, oh my God, daddy's on the screen. But I also was saying, like, I went back and I was like, let me watch him. Dude, and like you said, Andre, you've seen evil people in the past. You've seen these weirdos like Joker from Batman. Like, even though they're evil, they have a smile and they're doing their thing. They love what they're doing. this guy looks like he's tired. He looks like he's done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, haha, I'm winning. It's like, I'm winning. Like, I'm getting there. You know what I mean? Like, the fate. Like, and again, Mappa's doing a great job with his eyes are just so like. Yeah, again, from first season to now, they're done, dude. Like, they're dark. He couldn't care what's going on, and that's why I'm scared about this table scene. Like, I'm really nervous on what he's gonna say, because if I'm him and if he's him and he's in a situation, I'm saying, "F you, Gabi, you killed my friend. Armin, you a nice guy," and then Mikasa, you know what? Like, it is what it is, and then he just go on his merry way. But I'm nervous. I really am nervous.
And it kind of comes back to what you said last time, where he's trying to kind of push them away, the people he cares about.
Yeah, he's just trying to do his thing.
Like, who knows what he's going to do, right? Like, he clearly isn't into what he's doing.
It doesn't look like it.
No.
It doesn't look like it. He had more facial expression when Sasha died than when right now, and he's winning. Like, he's out, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm nervous. I'm like, oh man, he's tired. He's getting like, you know, antsy. Not antsy, but he's getting to the point where he's like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just gonna, you know.
It is scary, but like, I don't know, man, because like every time this season has taught me one thing. Every time I think there's like a deep plan, there's not. It's like the opposite of what usually. Like, usually I think like, what are they doing, and then they have like some intricate plan, but like Eren is always coming in with the situation. Like, he always seems like he's thought of this 8 points ahead, but then like Mikasa shows up. And friggin' when they're in Marley, Mikasa shows up and he's like, "Oh, you actually came, cool."
Yay!
You know what I mean?
They did
and
it.
then they're like, and then they go into the blimp and they're like, "Why'd you do that?" And in my mind, in my whole thing before that, I was like, "Oh, they planned this from the beginning."
Yeah.
But then when
you
they
realized they
him,
were,
and I was like, they were winging it the whole time. Like,
basically.
You know what I mean? So like, that's why which is honestly, I think it's great too, because like I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know if Eren's just gonna go in there and just be like, "Yo, you guys should join me," and they're gonna be like, "No," and he's like, "Oh, I never thought if you." I thought you guys were gonna say yes. I thought you guys were gonna say yes.
True,
you know what I mean? Or if he's actually
true.
gonna go, or if he's planning to like fight them, or he's planning to like give them an ultimatum. They're like, you can join the Jaegerists. You can join me, the Jägermeister, with the
Jaeger. Ooh, Jägermeister.
With the Jaegerist, or you can stay here. But if you stay here, they're gonna you're dead to me, essentially.
I see.
And if he says that, if he
know.
goes and turns and just says, "Yeah, I don't really," he said it once. He's saying it again. But if he just goes and says, "Yeah, I don't really care about you guys," like straight up, I'm just gonna be like, I'm so hurt. Like, I'm so hurt. Yeah. What do you mean, oh man? What are you trying to say? Oh, okay, Sean. You know, what do you mean, Sean? Don't do this, man. No, like I'm all about, you know, the power of friendship. That's what we all grew up on, right? And this is like the opposite of what everything we've experienced. It's like, no, I don't need you. Get out of my way. It's like, oh no.
I see. And what did you guys think about the wine situation? Remember that?
I think Nicolo had the hardest time in his life, because remember he was like, don't drink that, Sean, or Jean, whatever you want to say it. He's like, and the guy's like, why? He's like, I just don't, like, it's not, you know, you're a little Eldian mother trucker, and you shouldn't drink it. And then he flips the switch and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I tried to save you, but then I killed all your other allies. Like, again, hard situation. I loved it though. That's like fantastic. I'm glad there was like some intricate thing to crap on, you know.
It's great too. Like, because I'm glad they came, because like when he did that, I was like, what? Like that doesn't make any sense for like how they portrayed his character up until that point. I was like, that doesn't make any sense why he would act that way.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like that, and then I don't know, man. Like, usually I can always tell when like if it was any other anime, I'd be like, there's no way Gabi's getting smacked in the head with the bottle. But I feel like it might be just like hope in my mind, where I was like, yo, he's gonna get him. He's gonna. Then Falco pushed him. I was like, no.
Bro, when he was holding that broken wine bottle, I'm like, all right, Gabi's there. Shank her. Kill her. And then, I was just like, wow, that sucks.
Yo, there was like 4 separate times where they're like, we're going to kill Gabi. And then someone's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question about like Armin's mental. So Gabi literally has like screamed on the top of her lungs. She wants to kill all the Eldians or whatever and all that. Like all the demons. Sorry, she's an Eldian. But, So like, how can Armin look her dead in the face and be like, yeah, no, we're not gonna kill you. We're not gonna. You're okay what you are and what you did. But then he looks toward his best friend, who's literally like, I'm trying. Like Eren's like, I'm trying to save you guys from these people. Like I'm gonna have to kill them. And Armin's like, Eren, that's wrong. But like, how can you flip the switch and go to Gabi and be like, yeah, no, you're fine. And then Eren's like, no, you're wrong. It's like, I'm like, wait, so like, I don't understand. Like, what's going on? Like, why is he so? I get it. I don't know. I'm just
I really think he's just like naive.
Yeah.
Kinda. Like he just like he wants to go in with the idea that we can save everybody. Kind of way. Like that's his mentality.
Yeah.
Well, like if it works, like if he can come up with a plan to do it, then that's one thing. But from what we've seen so far, he's just like, we should save everybody. And then Eren's like, how? And he's like, I don't know. You should just do it. You know what I mean? Like that's how they've and then he's going into the basement.
Yeah.
Trying to friggin' get Annie to talk. He's like, yo, Annie, help me. She's like, I'm in ice, bro. You can't.
I'm crystallized, bro.
And it also comes down to the fact that Gabi doesn't have the power to carry out like what she wants to do on like a large scale of killing people. Whereas Eren is like, no, I just killed like 500 people. I don't give a shit. And they can't stop him. Like he told them before, like, what can you do? You can't stop me. I'm just going to do what I want to do.
That is very true. Yeah.
I think it comes down to that as well.
Yo, this is totally unrelated to the show itself, but if Eren and Armin were to fight, who do you think would win?
I think if Armin doesn't kill him in this transformation, I think Eren.
Yeah.
I think Eren now he's just too broken. Like he has the Warhammer, he's got all this, he's got all these utilities.
Does that work against like the fire and stuff like that?
I mean, I guess I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of true.
Well,
we've seen
Eren
just has to make. Yeah, and Eren just has to make a steam-powered gun, and the guy's over. Think about it, like Green Lantern or something. I don't know.
True.
Steam-powered gun just destroy this guy.
I was just wondering because I've seen things that saying like they put Eren in like the category of overpowered anime characters. So I was just wondering if like
really,
because I feel like the Colossal Titan is technically like, how do you beat the Colossal Titan?
Yeah, the guy's
like
a nuke.
last time like Armin had to sacrifice his life to do it, right? And they had like seven people on it. And like, how does one like? What would you do?
Well, we've seen that the Armor Titan, the heat doesn't work on him, right? So if Eren could pull off something similar with the Warhammer Titan's power, I think he could get around the heat steam.
Maybe.
And honestly, Armin's too slow. Like the Colossus isn't like a very versatile like Titan because it could just
he ain't too agile.
It blows up. It can't really move. It can't really.
He kind of just swings his arms after, and he kind of like lets off steam.
Yeah.
But at that point, he's really like using up all his energy sources, right? Because he gets skinnier and skinnier until he can't. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say Eren's overpowered. I don't know about overpowered.
I don't know if I would put him in that category either.
But I definitely think Eren's very, very strong compared to like the
overpowered. I'm thinking of like people who just like start and they just have all this strength for no reason.
Yeah.
Like Saitama's just overpowered.
Yeah, like One Punch. Like what is that?
It's overpowered.
They might be considering the Founding Titan's power if he gets control of that.
But
if he gets control,
if he does, like his potential, I guess maybe.
The potential. Yeah, okay, maybe. I can see that.
And also, they killed all the Titans.
Yeah, that's true too.
So who would he command? I guess the Wall Titans.
Maybe.
But like.
Wait, whoa! What do you mean killed?
They killed all the Titans. Remember, it showed it one of the back. What do you call it? Flashbacks. Yeah, flashbacks.
Okay. So for this fight, are we assuming that Eren has every Titan in him? Except for the Colossal, of course.
Whatever he has now.
Right now. Okay, yeah. Then that wouldn't work. I
just meant like right now.
Because I was gonna say like because remember we just found out the wine had Zeke's spinal fluid, and technically, and that's why I'm saying if Zeke doesn't do his thing, then there's no Titans. But if Zeke does his thing, there's gonna be more Titans, right?
That's true, but like that's also one thing I wanted to talk about. Like obviously I don't want to say obviously, but like apparently. The lie that they told that the spinal fluid immobilizes people is a lie.
Right.
Like, based on what we know. And like the idea is most likely they'll all turn into Titans. But why, if they've been feeding nobles for months, have none of them turned into Titans?
I think. Well, Zeke has to do his thing, right?
He has to do the
Zeke has to yell.
Yeah.
Remember in the plane scene where they're releasing all the humans and then he yells and then all the Titans fall from the sky? Yeah, he has to yell. He actually has to activate his own spinal fluid. And that's because he's royal blood, right, Sean?
Yep.
Yeah, because he's royal blood.
And he hid that from Marley. They just think he's special, but
yeah, they just think he's like, ooh, he can do that because he's Beast Titan. They're like, nah, he's literally royal blood.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay,
like
that makes sense.
So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know about their plan, but it's gonna be kind of crazy whenever this goes down. I don't know.
It's gonna be pretty crazy
again, bro. It's back to Sean's question from last week, bro. Like, is Eren getting played, bro? Are Zeke and Eren even on the same side?
Oh yeah, like with
Levi's confused. Levi doesn't know what to do. He's like, yo, what am I doing, bro?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know why he's doing anything, man. Like, it's
this guy's just sitting in the forest with a monkey. Like, what?
And he wants to kill him so badly.
Dude. Yeah, I know. He's just in there like, I can't
like,
wait to get the order.
Can I just kill you, please? Like, right now.
Yeah,
nobody will know.
I love Zeke's line, and it's kind of ironic. Whereas like, Levi, you aren't too what did he say? You aren't too like good with the ladies or something. And it's ironic because this guy is like the most sought out character in this goddamn show. And yeah, I love that. I love how like that's a little like fourth wall breaking with like, you know, like us as viewers and like them in their world with their convo. And I love their conversations. It's always like sarcastic. It's always like like wit remarks to each other and all that. I love their chemistry as much as they're, you know, enemies. Their rivalry is like one of the greatest. It's phenomenal.
I'm sure Sean already knows, but like I'm really interested to figure out what Levi's gonna do. Like I'm assuming that Eren's gonna get to Zeke at some point, so like I'm really interested to figure out what Levi's gonna choose. Like, is he gonna attack Eren? Because if he doesn't, then Zeke's just gonna do what he wants.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like, he can either be on Eren's side or he can be on the thing. Like, I don't even know what the right side is. Like, do you guys have like a side? Are you on Marley?
Bro, if I wasn't wearing this sweater, I'm a Jägermeister follower, baby. I don't know.
I'm a Jägerist too.
I'm on the side of Paradise, but not necessarily Jägerist.
Okay, I see. Okay. I don't know. I said,
you
I just
know more than us.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Like, I feel like I don't know, cause like the military, they're so like, I don't know. They just seem clueless. Like they have all this like power hungry like
elders and all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
but they don't have a plan to move forward. Like Eren is the only one with a
forward.
That's with a legit plan that seems like it's doable.
Yeah.
Like obviously when Piek and the rest of them decide to actually start attacking, things might change. Or maybe
she's there.
Planned for that. Yeah, maybe he planned for that. Maybe Eren knows. Like I feel like
I agree.
I feel like it's naive to think that once you do that, there's no chance at all that you're just safe now for months. Like I feel like it's super naive. Any common sense like commander that's ever been in a war should know that there's a possibility that something happened and should take some sort of preparation.
And even Yelena, was that her name? The bowl cut lady, the tall one.
Yeah, thought she was a guy for the longest time.
The one I confused with Armin.
Yeah, even she was like, I needed to go behind your back to talk to Eren because things were moving too slow. Like you got to pick it up, man. Like to fix this, like I needed to do it, or else you guys were going to be screwed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's crazy. And again, the side characters become the characters that literally make the plot so much juicier and richer. It's phenomenal. I can't. And the thing is, like, with Sean said, with being with Paradise, again, I want to be on the side of like Armin and Mikasa and all that because, again, they're trying to move in a way with Eren, but like they're trying to make sense of it. And I think again, Eren is just all knowing for the most part at this point, where for him to explain what needs to happen, it's too much for them. So like I'm a Jägerist in the respect of I think actually Eren is playing everyone because like he just needs this group to get to where he needs to be and he couldn't care less about them. The same thing with his friends. He needed his friends to a certain point and then needs to put them aside for a bit because he has a goal in mind. So I'm a Jägerist until they don't become until they're not a thing anymore. I guess that's what you're saying. So like I that's what I think. I think Eren's actually playing Zeke in some way, and I don't know how. But I just again, Eren is not, like I said it before, is not the type of person to get rid of his freedom to serve under someone else other than himself at this point. So he wouldn't just knowingly like, oh yeah, Zeke, your plan sounds great, I'm gonna follow you. I don't think that's him. I hope that's not him, because that's not what we've seen of him. So I think he's actually has a plan in midst of the plan that we see. So I don't know. It's interesting.
But I'm also wondering, are we giving Eren too much credit? Because like,
Probably.
how many plans has he come up with ever? He's never come up with a single plan.
I don't know, bro. I kind of lost hope that one time where he started punching the air and he's like, fight. I was like, dude, this is the main character. I'm like, what's going on, bro?
But he took him a full season and a half to kill a single Titan. You know what I mean?
He has gotten a lot
He's never done anything by himself, though. You know what I mean? That's
true, yeah. But he has gotten a lot
Armin
smarter.
has come up. Yeah, that's true. That's also why I think that Eren has been like all the information he's been taking in over the time, like since he figured out the what do you call it, the founding Titan's power, how it works, the whatever he found in the basement, like once he found out all the memories and stuff. Like I feel like, but like I just don't know if it's just I want to, like, because like I'm thinking back and I feel like Eren is the type of character that would never just submit. Yes. But like at the same time, have they ever given us a reason why he wouldn't just blindly believe someone else's plan?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's been captured so many times. I'm kind of like, what the hell is this? This guy's useless.
Yeah, that's what Levi was saying before in this episode, bro. He's like, I have to save this guy like 7 different times, bro, and people just keep dying.
Maybe every time was intentional.
And now he just cut.
Intentional? Ooh.
Maybe every single time. He's like Aizen, like all part of my plan. Yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yo, don't you talk about when Bleach comes out, bro. It's gonna be when Bleach anime comes out. It's gonna be a whole other story, bro.
I'm gonna get a whole cosplay for that shit, hollow cosplay.
So, do you guys want to move on to the news you provided with us today, Andre?
Yeah, Andre, that's all you, baby.
Yes, and we're back. So, sorry, I had to take a little break, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys.
There's a bladder of a 5-year-old.
I do have problems with it. Don't worry. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday. It's okay.
Oh, my bad. Okay, sorry.
I'll figure things out.
That's funny.
But yeah, so I found it came to me on TikTok first. So I had to make sure I did the minimal amount of research to be believable before we came here. But Attack on Titan has been named the most popular show in the U.S. from January to mid-February.
Good stuff. And this is on comicbook.com.
Good job.
Well, I mean, yes, that's where I got the stats.
Yeah,
but
that's the source.
There was a different site. It was a different site that did like the graph. Yeah, but
that's great. Good job, everyone. We did it.
I thought, but then when I saw SpongeBob in second place, I think it made more, I think it made more sense to me.
Yeah.
Because for some reason I thought like these like super like thought provoking like realism drama TV shows like This Is Us and stuff would just be like in Grey's Anatomy would be the top shows. But like when you think about it, there's no 10-year-olds watching Grey's Anatomy. You know what I mean? Like they may be popular in our circles, but like the sheer amount of total people are probably watching cartoons, so it makes more sense. And also seeing that My Hero Academia is in the top 10 at all makes this less exciting, actually.
Man, I would not want my 10-year-old watching Attack on Titan. I mean, not if I had a 10-year-old, but I would not want that.
Honestly, I might show him because like, you're gonna really see the complexities of like humanity. Watching Attack on Titan.
I might wait till
true government corruption. Yeah, it'd be great.
All right, so are you guys surprised about this at all?
Absolutely, I'm totally surprised.
It's
just because,
too, man. Given my high school experience,
that's what I'm saying. Like going back to like when you're a kid and everyone's just shitting on you because you watch,
cartoons.
You watch what you watch, cartoons? Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're an adult, you shouldn't be watching cartoons.
Yeah. It's kind of like a last laugh, but we're actually crying because we still don't get any credit for this. Like we were a loser before, and we're kind of still a loser now because we're arguing that we were decent before. Now we're just mainstream, and that's the worst thing. That's not what we wanted. We wanted to be alone. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because like
very conventional. Let's go.
Isn't it weird though? Like this is like a more general topic, but it does relate to this. How like once you're like in a niche, like you're really strong and you believe in the niche, and instead of being like accepting once it becomes popular, majority of people are like, oh, you're just on it now. I've been on it since the beginning. Well, how are you gonna just be on it now? Why are you just gonna believe me now?
And they're trying to say like, yeah, I watched the Exodia episode before you did. My grandfather has no pathetic heart, and you're like, okay, listen, I'm not. And they're like, oh, what date did this come out? And I'm like, listen, man, I was like 4 at the time. I don't know, but I know
because
I watched it.
It becomes a part of their identity, right? And once everyone starts watching it, that becomes threatened to them. Like they don't feel unique or special.
That's
anymore.
it.
Which is normal, I guess. Everyone kind of.
I guess it's normal, but like,
True.
I find it with like artists, even like talking like music wise. Like if I find anyone that's like super underground and I feel really good about it, and I'm like, yeah, I really like this people, and then all of a sudden everyone's trying, and people start telling me about that person.
No, you skipped the part. You skipped the part.
I already knew that. That's what
you skipped the part where they tell you that no, they suck. And then 2 years later, then they say what they say to you. We're like, oh man, yo, did you hear this guy? And you're like, yeah, I told you about him like 2 years. No. I've been listening for like 5 years when he was like 5 years old. And it's like, oh, okay, good, you're great, fantastic.
They tell you it sucked when you recommended it, and then they're like, oh, this guy happened to recommend this to me, and they're telling you about it, and you're like, dude, I told you about that like 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah, so that's basically what I felt when I saw this thing. Like, it was like a mixture. It was like happiness at first, but then also I was like, yo, y'all aren't allowed to be watching this show right now, especially because like I know there's a lot of people. It's like when they say certain things, they use certain phrases where I know that this is the first and only anime that they're watching. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then they're getting on the internet and they have like thousands of followers saying like, I'm a girl who likes anime, so follow me, and then they automatically get thousands of followers because they're a nerd girl. You know what I mean? So it's like.
It's just life at this point, though, right? I mean, you take your wins, you take your losses. We have more losses than wins at this point, but it is what it is.
It is kind of surprising though. Like we talked about last time, like season 1 was so popular, and then there was like a popularity gap with 2 and 3, and then suddenly it's back again. Like everyone loves it again. But I guess it's been kind of advertised the huge change that Eren has made throughout the seasons, and they see him now, and they're like, whoa, I need to know what happened here. Like, and how is this going to end?
It's a sexy boys. Exactly. That's what it is, bro.
Could be.
That's what it is, bro.
It could. I'm telling you, those posters and.
Beginning, but then once they start airing with abs, they're like, oh, we're all in now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, actually, going back to our last topic, how did as a manga reader? Because I actually wanted to. I went back to see that. You know when he puts on the jacket. Do you think the manga was better at portraying that, or did you like the animation? Because I heard a lot of controversy.
I didn't hear about that, but I thought the same thing when I saw it in the anime. Because even in the trailer, it's different. If you watch the trailer,
right, because they have it.
I mean, it's not a big deal to me, but like in the trailer, I thought it looked better. Honestly,
it's a big deal, Sean. Over here at Weeb Gamers, it's a big deal.
I think right? All the pictures I saw, like the trailer, I think is probably the best. It's the best portrayed in the trailer.
Yeah. Because he's not like when he's doing it, he's like in the actual anime, he's like hunched over. I'm like, dude. Come on, the sun's right behind him. Shine some light or something.
Like
I don't know.
The abs, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I just want to. I got my popcorn ready. What are you doing? I need some butter.
Yeah, there are some. Oh my god.
Relax. It's just some butter. Right? Jesus Christ. Actually, I'm looking at the ratings of TV episodes, and so these are episode based. 30% of this top 10 list, so 3 of the episodes are actually Attack on Titan, and they're ranked 1, 3, and 4. So they're actually higher than like Breaking Bad is 2.
Does it say what episodes they
are? Yeah, actually. So Attack on Titan, it would be, it doesn't say season, but it says Hero, the episode of Hero, and then you have Attack on Titan Assault. So the one where, yeah, and then you have obviously number 4 where Commander Erwin is running at Beast Titan. So that's perfect game. Like that's a great one, and I'm like, wow, this is actually impressive because they're beating out like Star Wars Clone Wars. That's huge in the US. Even though it takes most of whatever is after. And also it's beating like Game of Thrones stuff. So surprisingly, Hunter x Hunter, I'm looking now, is number 15 with 0x and 0 rows. So that's cool. I never. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is 15th on there, which is kind of interesting. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. I have actually.
Because I was about to say, it's a good show. If you haven't, you should definitely watch it. But.
Oh, definitely. I probably want to rewatch it. But yeah, like this is interesting how it's getting so much recognition from mainstream, and I'm glad it's not going the route of My Hero, because like as soon as My Hero got popular, the friggin' community that became the community destroyed it. Like, and it's like kind of like, ooh, I hope that hopefully it doesn't happen to AOT, and it hasn't. But it's kind of, I love it. I kind of love how it's ranked really high, and it's just proving that, yeah, Westerners need to pick it up, dude.
Last thing for AOT, because we should definitely move on to something.
Okay. Yes.
Last thing, do you guys agree with MyAnimeList putting it above Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Did it actually?
Just like 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago, it finally.
I'm gonna say a hard no, to be honest. Honestly. That's a hard no. Like easy no, unless the ending of this thing is disgustingly amazing.
Like I have to see the whole thing.
You'll have to see the whole thing
before I can say anything.
And this is the whole anime, not just season 4. They're comparing.
Oh my god, you're not kidding, dude. Oh my god.
It's the whole anime. So it's been like a steady growth thing, and obviously when season 4 came out, I feel like it's partially like recency, like popularity bias kind of thing, but like
could be.
It's definitely great. Like I put it in the top 5, like story wise, just because it's really good at the character development and like the story based stuff. But yeah, I don't know.
No way.
I don't.
It's not better.
It's not
like to say it's better. No, like that's hard. But I would say comparable and one of the best. One of the best. Yes. But not if listen, I'm the type of person though to say like best, like second, third, worst. I'm the worst at that. But I will say that it's not better, but it is up there. Like that's my opinion on it. Definitely top 5. Definitely top 5. Yes.
Where in that I don't know, but it's
it's a cloud at that point. You can figure it out.
All right, so let's move on to a topic I'm really excited about. What do you like about anime compared to regular American Western TV shows, movies? What do you think anime does that Western American television fails to do, and what hole do you think that it fills for you?
Okay, so I'll go first on this because I have a pretty good one with the way you said that. So it's not so that it's the fault of the Western stuff, like movies and shows and all that. It's more when you're watching, let's say you're watching Avengers Endgame, right? And you see, if whoever hasn't watched it, rip to you, but I'm about to spoil it. Like you see Tony Stark, boom, do the thing. It was a sad moment. However, Robert Downey Jr. is coming with Sherlock 3. So like that's where I'm just like, okay, cool. But when you see, and for example, Sasha, not even like a Robert Downey Jr. character, let's say like status, but Sasha, Potato Girl, get destroyed in a blimp, and you don't get to see her after that. That's what I think is the difference, the connection you have with characters, because the characters aren't people at the end of the day. Oh, sorry, the characters are not someone you can see after they're done. They are literally a manifestation of like an idea that you actually put your own persona on, like you kind of like project to them because you're like, ooh, I'm like this with this character, and then like to see them go like that, or like whatever. It's like it's different than like, oh yeah, like Chris Evans is going to be in the next I don't know, whatever, this movie, and you're like, okay, can't wait to see him.
So how do you
that's my main thing.
How do you differentiate that from things like Mufasa or other animated, like not animated, but like other animated Western movies? Like how does it differentiate that?
I think if I'm not saying for all anime, I guess, like, but like most of anime, there are cliches, right? There are this, that, and the other. But like take would you say, what's a good comparison between The Lion King? Like, what's another anime that's like close to it? I guess I don't know. I get like that's what I mean. It's kind of hard to compare because you have it's so like I guess anime is so in depth with where they go with some, right? You got the complexity of the plot.
What I thought about bringing that up is not necessarily comparing them as like media. It's just like, because before you said like Robert Downey Jr. dies as Iron Man, but then he has Sherlock 3, right? So like Mufasa dies, can't wait to see that. And like he's not coming back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there is no more Mufasa because it's in that same vein.
Oh, I get. Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to say. So how do you praise anime over Western animation that has dead characters the same way? You know what I mean?
That's true. I couldn't care about that damn line, to be honest with you.
That's a line. It's literally just the first thing that came to my mind. I wish I could.
No. You're right.
Maybe that's why I like anime more, because like I can't even think of another.
Actually, hold on. I can't get a pretty good. I can't get a pretty good comparison. Coco, that's a good one. I was gonna say the grandma, but also Tarzan when his gorilla dad, the dad, well, I'll call him dad, when his dad dies, like that's heartbreaking, right? The thing is, I think, I just think because anime is a lot older and they have a lot more experience in this, that a lot of their characteristics, if pulled outright to the Western world, is actually, it comes from them. So like all the good things you see, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, that's a cartoon. Well, in the definition. However, everything about it is almost like adopted from like good anime, definitely. Right? Like you got the good story, you got the long plot, you got the drawings, the way the powers work, this and that. I would say, and I'm not going to say they're copying. No, there's no such thing as copying. They literally adopted all these traits that people like from like us. Like it's inspired by, exactly. So yeah, I guess like. The thing is, when you say Western, I think just straight up like movies and shows like Grey's Anatomy. Yeah. That's why. But yeah, that's a great point. Like like how do I, like whose death was worse, the gorilla dad or like Sasha? I'm like, I don't know. Like that's hard.
Well, I think a big
me personally, it's Sasha. But I just feel like I don't know. Like I feel like anime,
but gorilla dad needs some respect.
They do. But like respect. I can go watch Tarzan and see that gorilla dad die, and like I'll sleep fine. But if like it literally bothers me,
you haven't been able to sleep. I got you.
To watch Sasha get shot. Like every time, like right after that happened, immediately, obviously the internet's the internet, so there's like bear jokes everywhere. Friggin' I saw a clip, I'm pretty sure I showed Sean, like of someone playing Warzone and just like sniping people, and then they put their face as Sasha. And they just
phase Gabi. Phase Gabi, sign Gabi up. I remember those. So
you
know what, I get,
you know what I mean? But like that hurts.
It might be bias. It actually might be bias. I think
it could be.
You know what I mean? Because like for example, like people I know that didn't grow up watching anime, but like they are now, they're like, oh, I don't really get how you don't like we were talking about before we started this. It's like we're pumped, we want to talk about it like we are today, but they're just like, oh yeah, she died. It's like,
I know, but that's the same thing.
Like, how do you not feel the
Naruto,
same? But
when Jiraiya dies, that hurts.
That
me on my soul.
That's a nice.
Don't even. I'm about to hold on. Give me a second. One second.
But also think about
like someone who binges. Someone who binges Naruto over a month isn't gonna.
They won't get it.
It doesn't feel the same.
Because we're comparing anime to like Disney movies, and a Disney movie is like an hour and a half. I mean, let's think about how long we spent with these characters in anime over seasons. Like, of course, we're gonna get much more attached to them, right? So when someone like that dies, you're just like, man, that's just like a piece of me. That person, like this animated fake ass person, was a piece of me, and they just got ripped out.
that's exactly my argument. It's like. It's hard, man. It's like, especially Fullmetal, even like a tiny thing where they Tucker combines his daughter and the dog. I was like, I was so distraught, and I don't know. Like I watched something else like from Western, and like I don't know. What would you say? Like, I can't even think of it, Andre. I'm the same thing. Like that's the pinnacle. There's nothing. That's the pinnacle. Yeah, there's nothing as complex as like the plot of AOT or Fullmetal to compare to, because and I think that's it, because they're trying to keep it very like Western. It's very shallow. And people are like, "Oh yeah, SpongeBob is GOAT." I'm like, "What are you bro? Like, what are you talking about? Like, have you ever?"
Do you think that Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, the reason of its popularity is because of how Western, like easily digestible it is for Western audiences? Because like if you think about like where like the people who took down Shambhala, like they're Aryans, bro. They're Aryans taking down another race. Like they're blonde hair, blue eyed. Like that's who these people are seeing.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
It's super based in like history, and I don't know, man.
Like you said, easy to digest is the best way you could have worded that. I think
that's why, like, if anyone asks me who wants to get into anime, if they say what should I watch, that's always the first one I say. Always Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Exactly.
First.
Yeah.
So I would say the reason that I would like anime, what that does differently for me that I appreciate, is just like the range of the creativity. There's just some things you can't put in a movie with real people. I mean, we've seen live action movies, and we know adaptations. I mean, of anime.
That Death Note
just doesn't work, right? It just doesn't work.
It's not the same.
You get so much more attached to the characters. The Japanese are just really good at getting you connected to these characters, and the music is always so beautiful, and the voice acting, and it just all meshes together very well.
That's what I'm saying. Like people.
That's fucking beautiful, Sean. Jesus Christ.
People can get past their like freaking cartoon bias.
Exactly.
Like we were talking about this before. Like we would see like this if you just look at the story.
Oh my god!
In isolation, like in so many cases, obviously not all cases, because I will say there's a lot of anime who have like super stereotypical, like the power of my friends will get me out of this situation.
Exactly.
And it's like unbelievable. But there's a lot with like a deep character driven story where like if you put real actors in that situation, it would be top of all of the charts. Everyone would be talking about it. But just because people have this like this negative outlook on cartoons,
that brings up my next question actually, which is along that.
Perfect.
Is that there is still hate for anime out there. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's your thing. And I'm not hating 100%. On Western entertainment either. But my question is, how much of that do you think is fueled by a misconception of what anime is, and how much of it?
I fucking swear to God, Sean, 99 goddamn percent. Sorry, go ahead. How much of it
is just a difference in taste? So, Alan, you seem to be passionate about this one.
Go first, Alan, go first.
I will be the first to say I'm pretty sure it's like 90% misconception. And it's just because it's out of a lot of things are out of context. Like if I show you, like you guys, I shared a clip with you guys today. If you watched a girl getting her hand bit by a dog and a beam coming out her mouth, you'd be like, what am I watching? I hate this, blah, blah, blah. But also, here it comes. Where we were kids and we weren't afraid to like what we like, these people were like pushed and punched. I can't imagine how many people liked anime when they were kids and got bullied for it and they stopped. They can't taste it anymore. You know what I mean? So like and the reason why they got bullied for it is because it wasn't it was mob mentality. Oh, this kid still watches cartoons and he's like 12. Oh, what a loser. And you're trying to explain to him like, no, the Death Note does this, and they're just laughing at you because you're like, how could you be so like weird? So I think misconception is huge. I think it's like 90% because of that. Also, they just suck. They have no taste. Tasteless, goddamn people. I'm just pissed now. You got me mad.
No, but like,
but also, and I'll say this. I don't even have to go too far from my example. Like my girlfriend didn't really understand some. Because a lot of, and it's like with Western, a lot of it is trash. Like go watch Sharknado and compare it to Endgame. You're gonna be like, okay, what the hell is Sharknado? I'm never watching a Western movie again. I feel like it's the same because like once and she's watching Yasha before, and that's like good. Like that's a pretty good one, staple one. So when you see some things and you're like, oh, okay, that is weird. Even we agree with it was weird. People just base their whole mindset on that one experience and they're done. So I think like you said, or like I said, misconception's huge.
I agree that misconceptions is probably the main one. I don't know about percentages. I'm not gonna just run out there and
90 fucking 9.
So I'm not gonna just run out there and say 90 right off the bat.
Andre, man.
Okay, I'm a little mad. I'm a little mad, but I think it's 90.
I've known, I don't know, I can't even count how many examples of people who are like, anime's dumb, it's for kids, it's for this, it's for that, it's for that, and then they give it a try and all of a sudden now they're hooked like me. Like I don't know what to say, you know what I mean? I can't even count how many cases that's happened. So like it's really hard because I also know examples. I'm not naive. Like there's also examples of people who are like, nah, like I don't like this.
Exactly.
Which is fine. Like, I'm not gonna.
Like it's not nothing wrong with that.
If you give it a try and you like it or you don't like it, like it's your decision to make. And like I also don't really knock people who don't want to try it because there's a lot of things that I haven't tried. But like I'm also not willing to see if I like it or not. Like I just don't want to. You know
I see.
I mean?
I ain't eating no frog legs. My mom's from Thailand. I ain't no frog legs. So I agree with you.
I ate that in grade 8, bro.
Was it good?
Yeah, we went to Quebec trip. Had some frog legs.
Really?
It has the consistency of fish, but it tastes like chicken. But it was like deep fried. Right, so like I feel like you can deep fry pretty much anything, and like it'd be okay, you know what I mean?
All right, Sean, what do you think?
Yeah.
So
percentage, please, first.
90 at least.
Woo! Let's go.
You know what? Fuck it. All right, 90 for me too, bro.
Okay.
No. I get it. Yeah. You
know, I'm going with 90, bro. We're all 90. So 90%. Title of the episode, 90%.
90%.
So what baby. I think is that I do believe the misconception is there. I believe a lot of people see it like, oh, this is just gonna be like everything's Dragon Ball Z, where everyone's just screaming for 3 episodes and maybe just like punching or whatever. But you have your Death Notes, you have your Terran Resonance, you have your Dr. Stone, like all these great animes that are very intellectual, that like they're basically very similar to what people would watch on TV, just animated, but they're so easily dismissed by it. And another thing, people tend to have trouble connecting with animation, so animated characters. Yeah. And I'm like, I can kind of like see why that's hard for you, because we grew up with like Disney. I mean, if you have me feeling bad for a cartoon deer whose mom just got shot, you better believe I'm going to be feeling sorry for someone in an anime whose mom died or something, you know? Like, we just grew up with that kind of Disney influence on us, you know? Like, and how many Disney movies are like emotional like that, where you can really get connected to characters? And I think that kind of pushed us towards being able to empathize. I think empathy is just a big part of it. We can really empathize with anything. But I think some people have trouble with that, and they can't really see how you can cry over someone who isn't real. But then I kind of argue, I mean, your characters in your real shows aren't real either, right?
Not real either.
Like, it's real people, but they're still not real. You still have to empathize to a degree and have some imagination, right? But I mean, and then that comes down to like maybe they just have different taste, which again is fine. But you know,
that's not fine. No, it's not fine. 100%. Okay, I'll give you an example here. You guys watch Your Lie in April?
Ooh, I started it and I was really afraid to get through it.
Listen. I'm not no spoilers, of course, because you guys haven't watched it, or you guys are starting to watch it. I did not an experiment, Jesus Christ, I sound like a madman, but I told my girlfriend to watch whatever sad, I'll put quotation, it is sad, show that she likes from Western, right, and real people, this and that, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna sit down and watch Your Lie in April. Dude, I can just play the starting song and she will like tear up 100%, or she'll feel like bad. And I'm like, oh, but before you didn't understand why I felt like the way I do for, like, you know, my characters. Like, even just like Goku blowing up when he in the Cell games, like, people didn't understand why I was upset. I'm like, listen, the dude son screwed him and now he has to kill him, and that's not even the best character. But like, Your Lie in April was like my
it's like you
taste
and
test
it's like
of
you
like
and you and Brandon in high school talking about Madoka Magica. I remember you guys were going off on
Yo, oh my god, you remember that?
Yeah, bro.
And everyone's like around like, oh, it's about little girls and like weird, and I'm like you guys didn't even give it a chance. You didn't even watch
basically just like crying at them.
And then oh my, what a great, that's true, exactly. Even in high school I was a loser, but yeah, you're right. Like I see, Sean, now you know me, man. I stuck through it. I stuck through it. 99% of the people are wrong,
and you just
pushed forward. That's right.
I mean,
that's right. Bullying can't hurt me.
You also have a silent voice, Your Name, Weathering with You, Lie in April.
Name,
all these movies.
Man.
Well, some of them on Netflix, I think.
Violet Evergarden. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna die.
Next week we're getting into that. Okay. We're getting into both of them. We're getting into Violet Evergarden and Your Lie in April. I'll watch Your Lie in April.
I will too.
This week, and then we'll get into.
Wait, not in one shot, dude. Don't. Not in one shot.
Bro, if I need a corner,
I'm telling you,
I'll put a little bed in a corner somewhere in my house.
Bro, you're literally gonna buy a violin. That's what I did. I bought a violin after watching it.
I'll get
a keyboard. Bought a bulb.
I'll get it all. Okay, good. I'm so ready, bro. You don't even understand. Like, I need. I'm ready.
See, you don't get this feeling when the Lion King 2 came out. No one gave a shit about it.
I kind of like that one.
Honestly,
too.
the Lion King, yeah. Actually, all the cartoons, the live action, like, it doesn't feel the same. You know why though? It's just because the expressions, the emotion. You can't convey the emotions of Mufasa dying in Simba's face.
After seeing Gabi beside Eren.
No, that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the CGI versus like the cartoon. Like in a cartoon, you can show him be sad and cry. In a CGI, you just look like a lion, bro.
Oh yeah,
like, you look like a lion with his mouth open. I feel you. I feel you.
Anyways, bro, let's get into that video game context.
Okay.
Because it's been 2 weeks. We've got to talk about games and somehow. Let's go.
Breath of the Wild. How did you like it, and what do you expect to see in the second one?
Just copy and paste the game.
Really?
I'll buy it. Honestly, 100%. I will never. Breath of the Wild is probably one of like the best, I guess, eye openers for me with Nintendo, because all my life as a 6-year-old kid watching Pokemon, and I guess that's an anime. We're going back to anime, but I always wanted a sandbox game where I can do whatever I want. And I'm still waiting for Nintendo to make a fucking game where I can just catch Pokemon, which I think they did. Right? However, we'll get to that next time. But Breath of the Wild, great. Like it was not my first one because I played the NES Zeldas. I played the GameCube one, Wind Waker. But Breath of the Wild was such, again, and I love using this word. It was so refreshing to see like a new concept of a game to be open world but still have a good story. And all the mechanics in it, like the weapon usage, you got like the little missions, little side missions. The what are they, Kokoro? The little,
right?
The seeds. Like what you get to find. Koroks, yeah, whatever. I don't know, remember? Yeah, but like, yeah, like I honestly, my favorite Zelda game is Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild. I would actually put Breath of the Wild on top, just because of the freshness. Like it wasn't just again, but copy and paste it by all means, and I'll friggin' buy the second one.
The only thing I don't like about Breath of the Wild, because I can really do without like the weapon durability.
Oh yeah, it did get kind of annoying.
Okay, yeah.
Like I can, like I mean, like I understand what the whole purpose is. Like it gives you like to use a whole bunch of different weapons, and like you can try a spear or this or that, but like I can really do without it. Like give me like swords or whatever to upgrade, or don't even, give me 3 swords like the old games. Like give me like the original sword and then eventually the master sword, and like put it in the same context, and like I'm down. But if it goes in the direction like how they're saying, like between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, where it's like a lot darker inside there, like I'm down for that too, which it looks like from that one trailer that we have.
Did you guys see it?
It does look a little
yeah, okay.
I did see it, yeah.
So it looks like it's in a much darker direction, which I also find really cool in the sense that like Calamity Ganon was like not really Ganon, because like at the end of the day,
I love that.
Like I got to that, like especially the first playthrough, it was like kind of underwhelming, like for like this like dark thing that like took over the thing.
I agree.
Like, all I had to do is shoot a couple arrows at it, like, you know what I mean? Like it was kind of a bit underwhelming. So in that sense, I actually really
it's not about the end. It's about the process. Yes, it's about the journey. I do really like
the voice that they added voice acting though. Like,
that was very cool.
It feels very modern. Like because I feel like that's my one knock in Nintendo. Nintendo's very hesitant to get into modern times or whatever is
true.
And
Stuck
Link's
in the past.
Actor, my God, amazing for the dialogue he had. Man, just killer.
Huh? Yeah, no, it's you're right.
You actually made me think for a second, bro. Like I actually stopped for a little bit. I'm like, what did he say?
Hey, what was the line? His line was, huh? No, but like, you're right. I do like the voice acting. Do you want them to give Link a voice?
No.
Or no?
I can't do it.
Yeah, keep it the way it is.
He would get so much criticism and hate because obviously it can't be the perfect voice. Everyone has their image of Link's perfect voice.
Everyone has their own.
So he's gonna get shit on.
Yeah.
I mean, like if they do it well, like it could be like revolutionary.
It could be,
but I feel like if no matter how good the game is, if it's wrong, it'll just feel wrong the whole entire time, and you just won't be able to enjoy
even though even though the game might be like a masterpiece, you'll be like, why the frig is this guy talking, bro? I hear you.
But it's like those old games. Have you guys ever played Jak and Daxter?
Oh yeah. So that's like number 3, my favorite.
I love Jak, and that's like my one like hope, like bring back please Jak 4 or like remake it. Like I have that game on PS2, all 3. I have the bundle on PS3 and the bundle on PS4. Oh my God. I love those games. Anyways, but like the turning when they went from Jak 1 where he was a silent guy, and then Jak 2 he talked. And then but like the way they brought it, I was like, oh shit, like they're going in a darker direction, and like he came off that way, and I was like, okay, this actually makes sense and it works. But because Link he's like basically a mystical creature. Like he's not one person. He's like all these people in all these timelines who save all these worlds and all that kind of thing. Like I feel like he's like a deity at this point. Like I don't think he should get a voice. You know what I mean? I mean basically what he's doing, just goes to all these timelines and universes and dimensions. And
I gotta save this Zelda girl again. God damn it.
So like Alan said though, like the open world was just amazing. what I really loved about it was the lack of hand-holding, because I really don't see that in a lot of Nintendo games nowadays. And they're just like, here, you have to do this. We're not even giving you a sword. Just go do it. Like, good luck. And I missed a shitload of stuff going through the game. Like, I didn't even know what to do with the Koroxes. I finished the game, and I was like, I still don't know what to do with these. Like, because I didn't take the regular path. I just climbed the mountains. I totally missed the big fat Korok guy. And I'm like, that kind of gives a replay value for me, because I'm like, I missed all this stuff. I didn't see one great fairy the whole time I played. I was like, what was I doing?
God.
I had no idea.
Yeah, you wouldn't have. Yeah, holy
and
shit.
that doesn't like take away from the game for me. Like, I love that.
No, it doesn't.
And you could like fight whoever you want in order. Like, you just go out and have an adventure.
I didn't even thought about that.
Like second, and I was like, yo, this is hard, bro. Yo, why is this game so hard? When I fought the lightning one, and then the other two were just like simps compared to the lightning one, because I feel like that was like the hardest game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the hardest for me.
Like definitely 100%.
But like
100%.
but like I was like, what is this? Not like what? And I tried. I tried going straight. You can go straight to like the last boss, like from the beginning if you want to.
Yeah.
It's not recommended because it's hard.
and what that reminds me of it reminds me of earlier Pokemon games where they're like, hey, you're 12, just give you a Pokemon, go around the world, good luck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just like, as a kid, like, there's 49. So much to discover, and nobody's telling me what to do. It's just an awesome time figuring it all out. I mean, I know kids nowadays probably want everything handed to them, or I don't know, maybe they don't, but
no, 100% they do. 100% they do.
Bro, I think they do.
They're part of the 90% we talked about.
Yeah,
those old school difficulty. Like, think about like the Soul series. Think about even on the Switch. There's this game, Ghouls and Goblins, or Ghosts and Goblins, or something. Apparently, it retains the old school difficulty level. And, like, people hate that.
Really?
Oh,
there's a certain group of people that hate it. Like, it's really hard because like you can jump, and like you throw like spears, and then they throw like 15 zombies at you, and you have like I don't know, like it's just the way it's like laid out, and platforming super difficult.
Yeah,
and like
platforming was a hard time back then.
Cause like I feel like all these old people on these old systems, like even old Mario games, like I've tried it. That's hard, bro.
They're extremely difficult and frustrating.
It's really hard, man.
Yeah. Don't even go too far. SNES, I couldn't beat. I think it was after the first castle. I actually had to get my dad to do it like every time, because like I literally didn't understand the mechanic. I was like, how? And I'm a very dextric, agile young man, and I had to get my dad to be like, yo, Dad, how do you jump this? He's like, you just have to. You see this pixel here? You can actually step a little further and jump. And I'm like, I can't even. That's right. He handed. Yeah, he knew a lot.
I still haven't passed Yoshi's Island. I don't even know what happens at the end.
Honestly, yeah, me neither.
I have never even looked it up. I'm just like
just YouTube the ending. What happens
Yoshi's
after?
Island, 1986 or whatever.
And I played what's it called? What's that Zelda game? The Link's Advent. The one they remade for
Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
I had to YouTube the ending because it doesn't make any sense. Like, how do you, out of your mind, think to go to this one person, follow this exact path that he tells you? Like, how am I supposed to figure that out without looking it up? Like, what kid is going there? He's like, you know what? I'm gonna just go talk to every single person in every single minute.
Oh, it's so true.
It doesn't make any sense.
Are we working against a regular argument right now by complaining about hard games?
Maybe.
Wait. I'm a part of the 90%. No,
but there's a difference, because like how you said, like Breath of the Wild, there's no hand holding, but there's still a clear objective.
Yeah, that's true.
And like there's like paths. Like once you get to a certain place, it'll like once you get off the Great Plateau, right? Then it'll show you this is where the 4 guardians are. Go there and find out more. If you don't want to do that, go to this castle, and then you'll beat the game, right?
Yeah.
But in Link's Awakening, you literally go through everything, get to the final boss or the area, and then just not know what to do. There's nothing that tells you, hey, you should do this, follow this path. This is the right path to follow.
No, I see what you're saying, because like even Donkey Kong Country 2 for SNES, my dad found a cheat, like where you could just go. You literally had to use Diddy Kong, spin off the platform, switch to, I think her name's Dixie, the girl, and use her hair to go back where you started to hit this cannon that brings you to the end. What crack addict found that out? Like, how do you, without the internet? Like, you have to imagine. So I think like we were at a time where games are still hard, not a lot of hand holding, but we just had crack addict parents and like older generations where they would literally talk to everyone in Link's Awakening and literally walk to every corner and click the button and be like, okay, there's nothing here. Oh, there's nothing here. So I think we started the problem, but we weren't the problem. Okay. You know what I mean?
But have you guys heard of the game Nier Automata?
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's like apparently like a few months ago, someone figured out there's a skip you can get to the end of the game. You have to stand beside a specific garbage can and then like do like jump back / straight back left right back left right
oh my
and
God.
Then you just get to the end of the game. Like what? Like how do you even come up with
how much lines of cocaine do you need to like like your brain just let me go beside this garbage can.
Nowadays though, because of our technology, I think they just look at the coding for stuff like that.
True, files. Actually, it's just straight up go to files. Yeah,
probably.
That might be, but it happened like 4 or 5 years after the game was released. So
really? Well, it took a while for someone to get the code then. Maybe it got released for PC at that time or something.
Maybe. That's great. That's great.
It's ridiculous sometimes. But yeah, going back to Breath of the Wild, I love it, but I also wouldn't mind if they go back to...
Really? Okay.
I don't know if I would say traditional, but like some sort of hybrid. Like I kind of miss like dungeons.
Like Twilight Princess, kind of?
Yo, I love Twilight Princess.
I actually liked it.
That game gets a lot of hate.
I loved it a lot too.
That's like one of my top ones. I love Twilight Princess.
Yeah,
you know
same.
What I mean? But
I don't mind if they adopt stuff from other games, 100%. So, I just
I miss like the temples and
me
stuff.
Me too.
Like
yeah.
That. Like versus like
the shrines.
Yeah, the shrines. Like it's not.
Oh, for sure,
like,
for sure.
All that like I don't know. Like once you get onto like the beast, like if I were to go replay the game, like I don't look forward to like getting onto like the whatever they call
it's a hassle as opposed to something fun.
Activate the 5 terminals or whatever. Like that's not
true.
Like, I don't look forward to that.
It's good for one game, but if it'll get repetitive if you carry it over, right? I mean, it depends on the mechanics too that they add to it, because I assume there will be more slate mechanics added to the game, like where
definitely
they can control different things. So maybe they'll freshen it up a little.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be co-op, like how they're?
Oh no.
Guessing.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
How do you think they'll utilize Zelda then, since Zelda's with you on your journey?
Oh yeah.
Based off
AI, maybe.
That's why people are thinking.
Well,
that's why.
I mean, what if you could switch between the two? Remember the old Incredible games and like Marvel's Ultimate Alliance? Yeah. Oh wait, but then you can always just do co-op then if two people want to play. I don't know. I feel like she's there to help. I don't know. Damn. Do you guys know Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
I don't know if they have this mechanic, but like where you can literally have your little rat thing or his little cat do stuff for you, like whether you wanted to like decoy or attack or something like that. Or I don't know if that's the right game, but I feel like maybe it's not going to be co-op, but you can use her to your advantage, like go collect potions or something like that. Like a little assistant. But that'll go with the hand holding thing we were talking about before, huh?
Let's hope the AI is good then.
Back to that. Yeah, going back to that for a second, another thing I love about Breath of the Wild is no annoying ass friggin'
oh my god, the fairy?
Like no Navi, no Fee.
Hey!
Listen!
Listen!
And when your life is low, no like ding 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 ding, like constantly. Ding, ding, like I know my life is low.
Because you're freaking low the whole time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true too.
But yeah,
that's good. Good comment, Andre. That was great.
But anyways, we are at an hour 16, so we can probably wrap this up.
We can just save these for next time. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. We can wrap this up, and then we'll have lots of conversations to come forward.
Shit, we having too much fun, huh?
Yeah, this is great, yo. This is
great.
I love it.
Really good. This is really good. Really easy.
Yeah, I gotta eat some fried rice, dude.
Really good. It flows well. So like, I think we're good, man.
Okay.
So as always, well, I guess I shouldn't say it always. This is only the second time, but like again,
true. It's still as always. Let's do it.
As always, if you want to listen to us, you can go anywhere. We're working on it. We're slowly getting accepted by all the streaming platforms. Right now, we got the big ones. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Let's go.
We're working on Google Podcasts and all the little ones like Stitcher, iHeartRadio, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
We'll be on there soon. We'll be
Let's
on
go.
there soon, so you can listen to us there. And obviously, this time, I think our video should be pretty good. And if it's not, I'll cut this part out of it. So we'll see.
Let's go. Backups on backups.
We'll see. So we should be okay with that. So you'll be able to catch the first episode on YouTube.
Nice.
And then our Instagram is Weeb Gamer Podcast.
Let's go.
I think that's all we have, right? We just have Instagram. Follow us on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll get more. We'll get more soon.
Bro.
I'll make a TikTok or
we'll
something.
Be out there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
so,
we'll get there.
Yeah, so follow us. Press the like button. Press the bell. How does
Whatever.
YouTube work, bro? I don't know.
Please like, comment, and
go.
subscribe.
Yes.
Hit that notification bell if you want to keep updated with our podcast. Yes. Please donate because we're eating bread. I'm not kidding, bro. I have bread, all right? Okay.
Why do you have bread?
So plug your Twitch.
Oh yeah. If you want to see a little bit of gaming, I know Sean's gonna hop on it too. Andre might as well, but I've already started. Mine is, I got this down. Twitch.tv/my name Alan Daniali, ALLEN DANYALI. I practiced how to spell my name like that all this morning. Yeah, it's really cool. Closing in on like 600 followers. You know, chilling, not making any money. My kids are starving. Yeah, it's rough out here.
You better call out. You better promote this podcast on your 600
Yeah,
followers.
Tomorrow. Wait, is it tomorrow? Hold on, let me check.
Is it actually 600?
Yeah, almost 600.
I saw. He was at like 5 something.
I'll plug it.
Before.
That's pretty good, man.
He's doing
I'll plug it. I'll plug it. Of course, I'm gonna plug it. I told you I wanted to stream this once we get comfortable. Anyway, keep wrapping it up. Let's go.
Good. That's all we need to do. So maybe we'll get better at buys as we go.
Yeah, probably.
Now, peace out.
It's too fun.
Thanks for joining us. Had a great time. We'll see you next week.